matches that have been played so far, how the table looks like. We'll also be talking about the Six Nations rugby matches that have also taken place. Remember, Super Rugby is back. The first match of Super Rugby was played yesterday. We'll also be looking at that, and also the Commonwealth Games, and in particular, we will be talking about rugby, where Kenya has been pulled in Commonwealth, and also the Las Vegas Sevens, where Kenya has been pulled, and in general, Kenya's performance so far in the World Sevens Series. But we bully off with athletics, where Sandra Felix Chebet won the 10,000 meters yesterday at the Commonwealth Trials at the Kasarani Stadium. Edward Zakayo won the 5,000 meters, and Linda Rotuno was at the Kasarani Stadium, and she filed the following report.
Kasarani staged the Commonwealth Games trials as new names secured a place in the Gold Coast edition of the Games. In the men's 5,000 meters final, World Under-18 3,000 meters silver medalist Edward Zakayo emerged the winner, crossing the finish line in 13 minutes and 28 seconds to acquire first place in the men's 5,000 meters final. Nicholas Kipkorir and David Bett came in second and third respectively.
Hapo narajia kabisa gold. Kwa ajili ya training yenye nilichapa huko shuleni ilinisaidia kabisa. So junili coach alinipikisha 800 mingi na pia mali na training baridi sana. Hasa kwa hiyo training ya coach nilishukuru sana.
In the women's 5,000 meters final, Margaret Chelimo registered a time of 15 minutes and 51 seconds, beating Eva Cherono to second place.
Vile tulijaribu kubushi hivi kidogo, nikasikia mwili si mbaya. Nikasema acha ningangane, nivumilie. Wakati wa vile kengele ilikuangwa, nikasikia niko sawa. Nikasema acha nijaribu niende mbele kama nitaona kama nitasurvive.
Timothy Cheruyot and Elijah Manangoi booked slots to the Commonwealth Games after qualifying in the men's 1,500 meters. Women's race, Beatrice Chepkoech claimed the win ahead of Winnie Chebet.
I just need any medal, gold, bronze or silver. Just want to be in the podium, yeah.
In the women's 800 meters finals, Emily Cherotich beat 2014 World Junior Champion gold medalist Wambui Nyairera to first place, clocking in a time of 1 minute and 58 seconds.
Competition ilikuwa ngumu juu nilikuwa najua Nyairera atakanya mbele. Juu huwa najua Nyairera was very strong kuniliko. Lakini nilisema wacha nikufie mbele ama nipate mbele.
The winners of the day will represent Kenya at the Games from 4th April this year. Kenya will be seeking to claim top spots in the upcoming Gold Coast Commonwealth Games. However, top players in the industry will be missing out in action, one of them being Geoffrey Kamworor, who will be preparing to defend his World Marathon title in March in Valencia. In 2014, Kenya topped the medal table in the same event, which is the Commonwealth Games, having 10 gold, 10 silver and 5 bronze medals. It is hopeful that the country will emerge with top performance. Rotuno Konyike, KTN Sports.
Well, after the trials, a team that will represent Kenya was selected, and 14 of the athletes that are in that team took part in the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. So let's take a look at the team that was selected yesterday, and in different categories from after the trials yesterday. And we have the 20-kilometer women walk. We have Grace Wanjiku and Lindia Waweru. In the men's 10,000 meters, we have Sandra Felix Chebet and Stacy Ndiwa. The 20-kilometer walk for men, we have Samuel Gadhimba. And then the men's 400-meter hurdles, we have Maureen Jelagat. Those are some of the representatives for Kenya. Men's 5,000 meter, we have Edward Zakayo, Nicholas Kipkorir, David Bett. Then 1,500 meters, we have Timothy Cheruyot, Elijah Manangoi, Kumar Taki. The men's 200 meters, we have Peter Mwai and Mike Mokamba. The women's 200 meters, we have Johan Cherono and Millicent Ndoro. The women's 1,500 meters, we have Beatrice Chepkoech and Winnie Chebet and Mary Wangai. The women's 5,000 meters, we have Helen Oberi, who did not take part yesterday in the trials, but she was given a wildcat. Then we have Margaret Chelimo and Eva Cherono. We move on to other athletes that have also been selected for the Commonwealth Games that will be in Gold Coast in Australia from the 4th to the 15th of April. Men's 3,000 meter steeplechase, we have Conseslus Kipruto Abraham Kibiwot and Amos Kirui. The women 3,000 meter steeplechase, we have Selfin Cheptegei-Paul, we have Purity Cherotich and Fancy Cherono. The men's 800 meters, we have Jonathan Kitilit, Wycliffe Kimanyal and Cornelius Kipkoech. Women's 800 meters, we have Emily Cherotich, Margaret Nyairera and Egley Nalianya. We move on to also other athletes that have also been selected for the Commonwealth Games. In the men's 100 meter, we have Mark Otieno. The women 400 meters, we have Maximilia Emali and Veronica Mutua. The men's 400 meter, rather, we have Boniface Mweresa, Colin Somaya and Alexander Sampao. 400 meter hurdles team for Kenya will include Nicholas Bett, Aaron Koech, Willie Mbevi. The men's 10,000 meter team includes Roger Kwemoi, Jonathan Ndiku, and Josephat Bett. The men's 110 meter hurdles, we have Kiprono Koskei. So those are some of the athletes that will represent Kenya at the Commonwealth Games. Men's javelin, we have Julius Yego and Alexander Kiprotich. In the long jump category, Bethwell Langat will be representing Kenya. In high jump, Matthew Sawe will represent Kenya. The triple jump, we have Elijah Kiplagat, and the decathlon, we have Gilbert Kibiwot. The women's long jump, we have Priscilla Tambunda. The marathon category, we have the men's marathon, we have Nicholas Kamakia, Kenneth Mburu, and Julius Mungara. The women's marathon, we have Shelmeth Muriuki, Sheila Jetotich, and Helen Nzembi. So those are the athletes that have been selected to represent Kenya at the Commonwealth Games that will take place between the 4th of April and the 15th of April. Those will be representing Kenya when it comes to athletics. Remember, other disciplines are also carrying out their other disciplines will also be carrying out their trials to select teams that will be representing Kenya at the Commonwealth Games at Gold Coast in Australia.